Hello and welcome to the 154th episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. So I've been gone for a good couple of months. Nothing too detrimental. I tried to record one video. My phone decided to choke up and just lose the recording, and after that I'm just like, I can't be bothered with this, and I just never bothered to pick it up again. And then there'd be times I'd have weekends where I'd be doing stuff and, it just never happened. I'm still alive. I'm still knitting. So let me show you what I've been working on, because trust me, it's been quite a bit. If you see me looking around, it's because I can't find one of my finished projects. I don't know where I put it. I guess eventually I'll find it and I'll show it next week or next time, because it was one of the ones from my, all of a sudden my mind is blanking. It was my July socks. I finished them, I did them, I love them. I don't know where I put them. And I need to find them because these are the ones I also promised to give away to my friend's daughter. So I guess I'll show you my other finished projects. So here is two of them. One of them is here and the other one is inside of here. There's a bunch of other stuff inside there. This is like my hold all for like all my current knitting projects are all in here. So my first socks were my summer sock camp socks. No, sock week socks, that's what it is. Mind you, technically it does fall into summer camp, but that's not why I knit them. No, I didn't leave it there. So here is the yarn, the socks. That's one and two. And no, they're not on sock blockers. I just did my usual vanilla socks with the shadow wrap heel. And the yarn is from Olivia and Oliver. Is that it? Or Oliver and Olivia? I can never keep the track. They're from the Netherlands. They had a kit for the Love and Stitches sock week, and that's what I bought. Yeah, nothing else about it. The yarn is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I would love to get more yarn from them. It's very soft. Yeah, and the colors are just beautiful. I love them. I think this one is called Bellini. I can't remember honestly, I don't remember the names of the colors or anything. I don't think I kept the label, but very nice, very lovely yarn. If you can get to their website to buy yarn, I suggest you do it. Next, my other socks, I actually just finished them today. These were supposed to be my August socks, which I finished in September. but technically I didn't start them until late in September, so it still works. Bear with me as I pull them out of this. Here they are. So they still have their stitch markers in it and everything. So today I just finished off the toes, and I finished off the, I finished the toes, and I Kitchenered them. So it's right here. One full pair of socks, vanilla but no contrasting heel cuffs and toes. The yarn is from Essence of Autumn, but I can't remember the colorway. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make sure I put it down on the screen because I know for certain it's on my Ravelry. But that is it. And I did them all, of course I did them from the same skein, but I just wound them both at the, I just continued going from the same end. I didn't wound them off into two. So it was interesting to see, because this was my first one, the darker one, and then my lighter one. The colors are so drastically different. Yeah. All I remember for this one, it definitely has, it's an MCN, so there's cashmere in it. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. It's very nice. She's a Canadian dyer. They do sell her yarn at the loft, but I'm pretty certain I bought this directly from her website. I got two skeins directly from her website, and then afterwards I discovered that the loft was carried them as well. So I still got to wash and block them, but they're done. I have to actually update my Ravelry before I forget. Let's see. So I guess we can. Oh well, one more thing I forgot. So these have been cast on and finished off in the time of my break. So this is my new one of my cast-ons, and it's done. Next, let's see here. We can go on to works in progress. I really only have one to show, because my Rocket Tee by Stanislav Valet, I'm technically still working on it, and I do want to finish it. It's just one little thing that I have to do, and I just haven't done it. I guess I'll just show it from where it is at that time, at the point. It's just around the collar that I have to work on, and that's it. Because I already finished around the sleeve. I finished the hem at the bottom. Yep, I finished the sleeves, right? Yep, I did finish the sleeve. So it's just making the around the collar look a little bit nicer. That's it. It's almost done. It really is. I just haven't done it. So eventually I will finish that off, but it's still lovely. Still love the color. Still want to nuzzle it like there's no tomorrow. But I need to finish it. Is pretty much it. So the yarn for this one, I used both from the Knitting Loft. It's in the Boots base and the Dust base in the colorway Paris Blue. Oh, and we've got a new base, and I'll show it to you later because I have it. I'm so excited to work on it, but I got it. So that was my my rocket tee, which has not had any progress since the last time we showed it, because I'm quite certain I was at the exact same point before. My other work in progress is the Harlow hat, which really, I keep saying it's going to be finished, and then it never does get finished, but I do make progress on it. Like, I actually literally take it out and work on it once I figure out where my bag it is. Bear with me, because this is basically my catch-all for carrying my projects with me. It's in here. So this is the Harlow hat by Andrea Mowry that I am knitting for my brother's friend / friend's son and all of that kind of stuff. I didn't lose any stitches when I did that, did I? Nope, we're still good. We're still good. So last time, hold on, here it is so far. I still got a long way to go. Last time you had probably seen it, I was maybe about there. So I'm working on it. I haven't come anywhere close to finishing it, because I think I have to do like 5 inches or something like that before I start the decreases. So I still got a long way to go, but the brioche is turning out quite nicely, and I'm pretty certain he will really, really like it. I don't think he suspects, or either that or he's just not saying anything whenever he sees me working on it, or he just doesn't care. So the black yarn is from Mondim. Do I remember the colorway? No, I don't, but it's the black Mondim. The red, I think it's Zen Gardens. I don't quite remember, because it was reclaimed from a project that I never bothered to finish. So I didn't have the label with it. It's all in here, but I'm liking it, and I will get it done. Because like before I said, oh, I'll get it done, I think by the end of the brioche knit along. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, I'll give it to him by his birthday. That didn't work out. I said, I'll give it to him in time for school to start. School started. Haven't done it yet. So I said, okay, it's not that cold yet. Maybe I'll get it done by October, November. We'll see. Yeah, so it's inside there, and I'm working on it. So, hold on. No, don't go to sleep on me yet. Okay, so those are all the projects that I'm currently working on that you've already seen. So let's get into my new cast-ons. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So one of my new cast-ons, I have 2 things that I recently cast on. I'll start with the older one first. So this is, not you. I know you want to come up, but not yet. Stay. There we go. So this is actually the Laurenson sweater by Lily Kate France. In my mind, I keep thinking Francis, and it is not. So I made a good amount of progress on it. It's the right way, right? Yeah. Right. I always forget where the back and the front is. Hold on a second. There we go. If it's like that, then yeah. Okay, so here's where I am so far. Okay. So I'm at the point of, I'm at I guess the decreases for waist shaping, because that's what I decided I wanted to do. I'm hoping it will turn out and look okay on me. So I'm about halfway through the decreases for that. And then I think after that, it's pretty much the ribbing at the bottom. And then afterwards, go on to the sleeves and collar and that kind of stuff, right? So I'm making good progress on it. I'm loving the color. The yarn that I'm using for this, do I have the label in here? Looking. Nope, that's a step. Bear with me. Nope. I thought I had it in here. Nope. I'm so disorganized for this. Here it is. It's Gilead. It's the Room Natura in Gilead in the colorway Conf de Rose. So there's a label for it. And Conf de Rose, you can see there. Okay. So I really like this color. I'm making good progress on it. I'm still, technically, I would say, if I had knit it straight, I would be still on my first ball of yarn. But because there's one point they tell you to to break the yarn and pick up the stitches over here. They're telling you to use a different one. I'm like, why would I use a different one? So I left that yarn attached and I opened up a new one because it's supposed to take a few balls of yarn. And then I realized I see why they did it, but not until it was too late. So I'm still partway through both of the skeins. So that's it so far. On here, well, no, I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, and then my next project, this one is my September socks, which I started today because I'm behind. Hold on. It also has one of my new yarns attached, but hold on. Where is the project itself? Bear with me. So disorganized today. Okay, so this is called, I just started to say, it's called The Hearth Socks by Dana Rae Makes. I've only just gotten past the cuff. So I started right there. I've adapted it from her pattern because it's very similar. But what I thought I wanted is not exactly how it was written out in the pattern. So, but I found a way to make it work. So it's still a Dana Rae pattern. I just added my own little color flare, I guess. That's not explicitly written out in the instructions. So the yarn that I'm using for this one is, well, they're both from the Knitting Loft, this pink color. This was for my September socks that I had put aside. The colorway for this one is called Coral Pink, right? And for the second one, yay for putting labels where I can find them. It's only because I just did it today, that's why I had it. This one is called Candy Floss. And it's one of my new acquisitions, so that's what I'm using for. Can you see that? Is anything about that visible? I don't know. I hope so. So it's called Candy Floss. It's a very speckly color. I'll show it to you in a bit when I'm showing off my my stash enhancement. It'll probably be one of the ones I start off, because despite the fact I have not been podcasting, I've still been buying yarn and knitting accoutrements would be the best way to put it. So I showed you my first new cast-ons. Let me show you all the other stuff that I purchased. And keep in mind, this is over 2 weeks. No, this is over like 2 months. And I tried not to buy too much yarn. I also had like a week off that I took off, and I made sure I visited yarn shops and that kind of stuff. So we'll start with this one just because it's the closest one at hand. So one of them that I got, I'll pull this up. This is the Boot Space in Candy Floss. That's what it looks like. It's like a speckly pink. It's a white with pink, and I guess you can kind of call them, some of them might look more like a purple speckles. That was that. And then afterwards, on top of that, I got more of these little sock thingamajiggies for the to hold the yarn, because I bought a pack before. I know where one of them is, have no idea where the other one was. So because it was a 2-color thing, I decided, let me just buy another pack while I was at the store. So there's that. That's an easy one. Okay, let's put my sweater. Oh no, there's more stuff on the sweater to show as well. Also, I got these most little stop ends right here. They're little llamas. Tell me those are not absolutely adorable. Do I remember who? Okay, end stoppers. Do I still have the stuff for it? I don't remember exactly where I got them from. You know what? I'll make sure I put it under, I'll make sure it's in my, in the Dropbox down bar, the thing underneath the video. I'll make sure I put it there, because I really like them. I think they are so cute. So I decided I would definitely use them for this project, because it's like, I can't use them for socks, because for socks, they're too big for the needles that I use, but I can use them for a sweater. Okay, so also, let's go back. Gotta go back. So, ooh, I just realized I got 2 shirts I can't show you because they both need to be washed. Never mind about the shirts. It was a shirt for summer sock camp, and I got one for the Magic Loop, because that's my primary thing of socks I do. So I got a t-shirt for that, and I got a Shark Week sock. Sock Week t-shirt. There you go. That's what it is. So I got both of those as well. Unfortunately, they're not suitable to be shown right now because they need to be washed. So let's go on with the rest of it. All right. That's where this big bag comes in handy. All right. I'm not certain if I showed this off before, so I will just do it now, because I know for certain I talked about it in the last video, the one that got like pretty much destroyed. I got a sock set from Max here. And it was for like black gym socks or something like that is what it was called. But I just love the colors, so I decided to buy it. So it's basically a skein of black yarn, because I'm crazy, and neon mini skeins. So I got those. This was probably from before, but I just forgot to actually show it. So there it is. These are all of the colors that are in there. Beautiful and bright. And it's a straight up black. Done. Next. Where am I going to put I didn't even think about where I was going to put these things afterwards. Okay. You're going there now. Next thing to show off. I have one skein that I had gotten from a TKL yarn. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, no, it's in this bag. Told you, it's a lot. So this one is from TKL, and this one is called Riverside. Riverside? Yeah. It's their boot space. I got this, yeah, in my week off, and this is one of the things that I purchased because I looked at it and I'm there like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, must get. So I got this. I got the end stoppers that I showed you. I also got a gauge thing, but I think I used it and I put it with my stuff, and I don't remember where I put it right now. Something to mark my needle gauge. I think I actually have it inside my my green. Actually, let me just have a quick look. Nope, not there. Oh, never mind. Behind me. Oh, I forgot about that. I gotta show that too. And that gotta show. Sorry. Some of the stuff I've already started using. Oh, that's what it was. So I got myself another one of these by Coco Knits. It's a gauge marker. I had one from before, but I don't know where it went to, so I'm just showing it off now. So basically, it just has all of these little flip-ups, and you get to try it for each one of your size needles, and it's marked with what size it is. It's very useful. I really like the one that I got. I just couldn't find it when I was looking for it. That takes care of all of those, right? Yes. All right, so next. So on my week off, because I determined I was going to go to 2 yarn shops, they didn't allow to sit down and knit because that's what I do. The other place I went to was a place called By Stitchual. I'd heard about them, honestly, from before pandemic times, but I didn't go, mostly because at those times either I didn't have the money or something of the sort. But I was at a point where it's like, okay, if I want to go, I can go, and I took the time off. So it's like on Annette. It's called like Annette and Jane or something like that. Either way, I made it there. I had a great time. It's because somebody told me about this yarn that they have that's like Sailor Moon themed, and honestly, that was like my first real expose into anime. So let me show you what I got. Somebody gave me, do I have it? It's somewhere here. She gave me the leftovers of her yarn called Winning Love by Daylight. And as soon as she mentioned the name of it, I'm there like, I'm sorry, that sounds like Sailor Moon. She's like, oh yeah. And she told me where she got it from. The yarn is by Pearl Scout Yarn, which is this one. Yep. So I don't know where I put the bit that that was given to me, but I went to the store and I bought not necessarily the matching skein, but one that goes along with it because it finishes out the line. Trust me, I was sitting down there looking. I'm like, I could go with Sailor Jupiter or maybe Sailor Venus. Do I see Mercury here? Really? Sailor Jupiter is one of my favorite, but I have a lot of green things, so that's why I didn't bother going with that one. And Sailor Mercury is like very close to the next one. But instead, I decided to go with Fighting Evil by Moonlight by Pearl Scout Yarn. I haven't used it yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to make out of it yet. But I had gotten stitch markers as well. I'm trying to remember which stitch markers I got, because I don't remember. I bought let's see. No, I didn't throw it back in here. No, I'm not certain where it is. But John, who works at By Stitchual, I'm assuming he's one of the co-owners. I'm not fully sure. But he was great. Kept me entertained the entire time. So this was one of the things I left with. I ended up leaving with the stitch markers, which I can't remember. Or was it this? Could have been this. I don't remember if I got this from... Well, I got the stitch marker as well, which basically says, it says sip, sit, knit, but it's really slip, slip, knit for me. I don't remember if I got this, because I'm pretty certain I got it on the same day I just don't remember which shop I got it from. So either I got this from the Knitting Loft or I got it from by Stitchual. As far as I know, by Stitchual is the only one that has a Pearl Scout yarn. I think. So that might be the only place that you can get that from, but that was one of the things that I really liked that I got. So we can throw that in there. Oh, but I ended up making it to a third yarn shop because later on in the week, on Friday, I went to Hand Knit Yarn Studio in Hamilton, and I'm trying to remember what I bought. I bought stitch markers from them because I wrote that part down. Do I remember what stitch markers I got from them? No, but it was a set, and I think it had the little beads on it. Oh gosh, okay. So not gonna be in there. Would it be in here? And I moved the one from there. This one is, I think it was this one. I think it was this one. I took one off of here though. So they are these ones. They are by, I'm almost certain this is it. These are by Stitch Markers by, what is it called? They're made in California. Stitch Marker. They just said Stitch Markers. But either way, it's got bunnies on it. And I thought it was cute. Right? Okay. That takes care of that one. I really need to keep better track of what I got. So I talked about the shirts. I also got this yarn from one of my times sitting in at the Knitting Loft. I saw it and I absolutely loved it. And I think I left the bag over here as I knock things over. Yes. So one of the guys who was working there, he was doing an internship before and actually got hired at the Knitting Loft to work over the summer. He was knitting this hat and I absolutely loved it. Kind of got me thinking, ooh, maybe I should try it. But then afterwards, while he was working on it, he showed me the pattern. And what also made it great is I was given a hat right here. And this is the hat. And I decided I wanted one in like more colors. So I like the hat, number one. And I couldn't get to wear it at the time because I had, what was it? I had just gotten my hair done. I had braids and it doesn't quite sit the same. So I didn't put it on. I didn't wear it at all. But now I can actually get to see what it looks like and I love it. So the pattern I actually have right here. It is called the Vanilla Beanie by Bruna Cortosi, who is one of the owners of the Knitting Loft. Very simple, very basic hat. I love it. And instead, okay, I feel better on this because instead of buying 2 new skeins of yarn, I just bought 1 because I realized I have yarn that I could use it with. So the yarn that I will be using it with, this doesn't mean I'm using it right now. I'm just showing off what I got. So I'm going to be using this one. I use this for my Dreaming in Paris socks that I did last year. So this is Romantisch. That's it, Romantisch. And they're twin base. And then to go with that, because I decided I didn't want to go completely matchy-matchy because I couldn't find anything that matched it anyways that I really liked. I went with Japal Kid Seta, or Seta, right here. And that's the yarn color. So, in the colorway for this one, does it have a name or is the color? Oh, it's color 1332. Very descriptive. So, these are, I'm going to be holding these two together, yarn held double, to get the hat. And it will hopefully turn out something like this. I like it a lot. That takes care of it. I told you, there is a lot. But it's many, many weeks. So it makes it feel a little bit better, and I kind of did a little splurge in the meantime. So let's show off the rest of the stuff. Oh, I forgot to show off one of the bags from, that I had gotten at, by Stitchual. I was about to leave and then I saw this bag and I turned around and got it again. It is this bag. Yarn, Sweet Yarn. Just say who came up with the bag. No, that is... It's from Pine and Pearl. Okay. Here's a card from them. You see that? And then this just has the washing instructions on the back. So I got this bag as well. It's come in very handy for taking my my knitting stuff with me when I'm traveling. I find it very useful. Okay, we got that part taken care of. So my next thing. I ordered a bag from Longview Creations. I don't feel bad about that because it's been a while since I've gotten a bag from them and I really like them. So I got this sweater size bag, or maybe shawl bag. I'm not quite certain. It comes with this great little, I guess, hand wrist holder. Yep. But I love the little mushrooms on it. I think they are so cute. I'm a big fan of this kind of stuff. Right? Inside of here, hold on. Well, I've got yarn inside of there right now. It's just holding some of the stuff that I got, but it holds a good amount. I think so. And then afterwards, she always seems to stamp the inside of her bag like that. So I like it. It's a nice, like, cotton on the inside. Yeah. No pockets on this one, but it's still a good bag. I'll make sure to put her website down below. Let's see here. Got that. Okay, we'll talk about that one afterwards. Got that one. So what was the other one? Huh. Hold on a second. Oh, I guess I just talked about it because I remembered it. That was a current. Okay, I got that. Sorry, I'm going through my list. I showed you the candy floss, so there's only one more thing to show? Really? That's it? No, there isn't one more thing. There's a few more things to show. There's that one, and before that, the other one was here. So this one, I'd actually put in there for you. I had something else that I matched it with, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, am I missing a skein? Okay. Well, I was gifted. One weekend I had gone to the knitting loft on a Sunday, and while I was there, I met someone. Her name is, hold on, Caroline, and she decided to gift me with a skein from Spin Cycle Yarns, which is right here. This one right here. And this one, it was the Knitting Loft exclusive colorway called After Midnight. So I was there like, I don't know what to make with this. I really don't know what to make. And I felt like so intimidated, like, what am I supposed to make out of this? I had come up with something. I don't know what to make. And I felt like so intimidated, like, what am I supposed to make out of this? I had come up with something. And I had gotten, yes, there's a skein of Devorum Ulysses. That's what's missing. I knew there was something that was missing. Because I'd written down what it was called. But I'm missing a skein of yarn. I had bought it because I sat down there and I thought about it for quite some time, trying to decide what I would make out of this. And I came up with a grand idea. Ooh, forgot about that. That was another acquisition that I forgot. I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know where I put it, but this is going to be held with another yarn. No, it's a color work project. And I can't remember. It's like train tracks or something like that. I'll make sure to put a picture up on it and a link to the pattern. So I was going to be holding it with this to get that done. So thank you so much, Carolyn. This was really nice of you, and I really appreciate it. All right, so another 2 skeins of yarn that I got. Yeah, that didn't fall over there either. There is this cowl. Did I remember to write down the name of the cowl? No, but it's by Pacific Northwest. Or Jamie Lomax, that's her name. She has this one, I can't remember what it is, but I'll put up a picture of the picture that she had up online for it. I decided that, yes, I wanted to knit that. When? I don't know. I haven't decided that, but I picked up 2 skeins for it the last week I was at the knitting loft. And it's these 2. So the first one, this one is by Chelsea Lux, and it's the colorway Chocolate Chip. So it's a DK. I think it's DK. I'm almost certain it's DK. Yeah, DK. It's a DK one in the colorway Chocolate Chip. So there was that one. The thing is, I was looking for something in this color, and somehow or another, I swear this was in multiple places at the knitting loft, because every time I picked it up, because it would be in one section and I wouldn't realize, I'm like, oh yeah, this color is perfect. Like I just see it like this. I'm like, that color is perfect. That's exactly what I'd have in mind. And it always ended up being a Chelsea Lux. I swear it was like in 3 or 4 places. But then afterwards, the other color I decided to pair it with is this one from Farmer's Daughter, right? Yep, Farmer's Daughter's Fiber. From this one is Craggy Tweed DK. Stay Good yarn. Which is this beautiful, like a dark chocolate brown. It's a little bit lighter. Well, to me, it looks a little bit lighter, a little bit more red in it in the colorway. I think the 2 of them together would look really great for contrast, but they still kind of look similar. But I guess because of the tweed, I'm really going to look forward to working on that one. I still have to put all this stuff in Ravelry. I haven't done it yet. It's ridiculous. All right, so last major thing. So the Knitting Loft now has a, I'm pretty sure I may have mentioned it before, a DK. They have a tweed one that I had seen from before, or something with like flex in it. And I think that's what it's called, is flex. But now they have one that's not flex based, and it's a DK. And I'm so looking forward to working with it. So I got myself, I now have, it doesn't look as nice as when they packaged it for me in the store, because my mother decided to go into the bag and everything just fell out. So we just shoved it all back in there to make sure I still had it. Right here, a sweater's quantity of this yarn. I'll take out one. So here it is. Isn't that like so nice? It's kind of like an orangey brown. The color of it is caramel taffy. Right there. And I spent pretty much all of last week Sunday, well, half of last week Sunday, while I was at the loft deciding what I'm going to make out of it. I came up with a wonderful idea. Can I remember the name of the idea right now? No, I can't. So hold on. I'm going to open it up in my Ravelry, because this feels ridiculous. No, that's another one that I saw that I wanted to do. Go to there, go to here, and go to notebook and library. Yes, it's actually called Hearthstone. So just like the socks that I was doing, this is called Hearthstone. The designer for this one is Isolde Teague. I'm gonna make sure I put up a picture so you can get to see it. It's a very simple, I guess, raglan sweater with just, you know, little elements of design on here, but it will really allow the yarn to really shine. I am looking forward to working with it, but I got to finish off some of the stuff on my needles first. So I wanted to finish off, or at least get a good chunk of the way through the Lawrenson sweater first, before I cast it on. So that's why I'm trying to get through that one as soon as possible, because I want to cast this one on. So yeah. Oh, I'm so looking forward to using it. So this one's like 100% superwash wool. It's very, very nice. Very nice. Oh, I'm loving that. And is that all? No, there's a couple of things that I realized I forgot to show. One of the things I got was this work in progress enamel pin. I thought that was really cute. So this one is by, hold on, what's it called? Shellykin, I guess Shelly.can. Right there. So it's work in progress. I'm definitely gonna, when I start this one, I'm definitely gonna be putting this on the bag. The other thing that I got, and I forgot to show off, was this measuring tape. So there was a project I was working on, and no, I think it was a Harlow hat, and I wasn't until I reached the Knitting Loft, I'm like, I forgot my measuring tape. My measuring tape is like one of those old school green ones. Do I have it? No, it's in my backpack. Forget it. So one of these old school green ones that's like, it just comes, it's just a measuring tape itself. I have it like in a little container that I always take with me, but I didn't bring it with me, and I couldn't figure out where I had put it. So I said, forget it. I'm just going to go buy one at the loft and buy one that I can put in my bag and carry with me. And then I saw this. It is basically measuring tape as expected. However, it's leather. I love it, and I think it's great. So that was my other stash enhancement. Let's see. There's only one more thing. No, that's not the one. I'm looking for my notes. Come on, computer. Keep up with me. So the only other thing, well, two final things. Two? Yes. So I forgot about something that I ordered that I wanted to mention. Well, it can all go together. I wanted to say hi to Carolyn. No, I said hi to Carolyn. I want to say hi to Monique as well. She actually came up, and apparently I was sitting down and knitting, and while I was knitting, she's all like, I recognized your voice. I'm like sitting down there like, what? So she came over, she said hi, so I just wanted to say hi. So basically, hi to both Monique and Carolyn. It was nice to meet you sitting at the loft. I'm glad that you guys came by, stopped, and said hi. So the other things that I have that's going on, just a couple more things. As per usual, now it's coming up to October. Stephen West has announced his 2022 Mystery Knit Along. And I think I've 95% of the way decided that I'm going to be participating. I picked out what yarn I want to get. I haven't purchased it yet, but I know I'll be able to get it. I'll put up the pictures of the yarn that I want to use. It's from the Knitting Loft. It's from their boot space, and it's in 3 colors whose name I can't remember, but basically it's supposed to look like fire. Those are the colors that I picked out, and I did it on purpose. I also got a ordered not a sock set. I ordered I guess a notion set for it. So I think I can't remember what that comes with, but not the yarn. So I got everything else except the yarn because I want to just get my yarn local. So that should be on its way to me as well. And then afterwards, I also have something that should be coming to my house, I'm assuming within the next week or so. Area 51 Fibers had I guess a sock yarn and a bag. And it was about the Grinch, from The Grinch Stole Christmas. So I saw it, I loved it, I ordered it. That's pretty much it. Oh, and then I also have a Love and Stitches definition shirt. I don't know if you guys remember it from last year that she came out with it from Natalie from Love and Stitches. And I got the one that said Introvert. I absolutely love it. I put it this way, only reason I'm not wearing it now is because it's too hot. I got a sweatshirt. So I decided to pick up a t-shirt now because she brought them back up until October 13th, I think is the day that she had. So I've got a t-shirt one that's on its way to my house, but considering it's coming from Spreadshirt, they really try to take up their full 6 to 9 weeks to get that thing delivered to Canada. People in the States just like, oh yeah, I got it within a week. Spreadshirt, I know the shirt's done. They just take their sweet time to get it across the border. It is what it is. So I'm looking forward to getting that. I think that is pretty much everything right now. I've got a lot of stuff to put away. A lot of things to catalog. And yeah, so it was nice hanging out with you guys. I'll probably be a little bit more, I would say, relaxed next week. It's just because I had so much stuff to go through, but I knew the longer that I let it go on, the longer that this would take up. So that's everything that I'm working on. Everything I've cast on, finished, with the exception of one pair of socks because I got to find it. And so hopefully next time it will be a little bit more chill, nonchalant, what's been happening while I've been gone, because honestly there's been so much stuff that's happened I can't even remember them all. It's been way too long. Yeah, my niece turned 2. She's stinking adorable. One of my brothers got into the college that he wanted to get into, so he's like into Toronto now. So my plan is to hang out with him more often because he's a lot more local as opposed to like an hour and a half away from my house. If I go by public transportation, it feels like it's still going to be an hour and a half to get to where he lives, but it's still more local, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. We even have plans coming up in the next couple of weeks with my cousin. Let's see, what else? One of my brothers got his first job, and he's all excited about that. For me, this is Sunday, and day before yesterday, we did another night of worship at our church, at one of our sister churches. Turned out great. I'm just tired. It's just because of the time. It takes so much time to prep and plan for one of these events, and we got another one coming up soon. That's kind of like a reunion for our church from way back when. So that's coming up, and so we got to prepare for that. And somehow or another, I fall into 2 different groups because of where I am age-wise. So it's 2 different practices I got to go to for that. But I think one of them, it's only going to be one day we got to practice. For the other one, it'll be like every other week is what it seems like up until the day that we go. Let's see what else happened. I got to, meet friends' sons. We had like a family barbecue, got to, hang out and spend more time with family and that kind of stuff. It's been a nice time. I'm just tired and I want to sleep. So I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you for spending not all of your time, some of your, crafting, knitting, crocheting. You could have been cross-stitching for all I know. Thank you for spending all of your time with me, and I hope to see you again soon in a much more reasonable time than 2 months. All right. Bye.